Good morning. Ooh, I like that. Coffee's got a little strength to it. Anyway, good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, Nick. Good morning. What's going on, brother? How was graduation? Oh, man. It was fabulous. Good morning. TGIF. Good morning, Joe. Yeah, the graduation was great. The whole pomp of it. It was in the DC part of the DCU Center, which is one of the main, I guess, arena complexes down here in central Massachusetts. And our daughter, when she went in the morning, let us know that, hey, I'm going to be sitting about here. So we got stellar seats. We actually had a beautiful view of her while she was sitting, while she was walking up to get her diploma and everything. It was great. It's great. So, and yeah, then we went out to dinner last night with one of her friends and the family, and it was good. We've got our good friends from Houston up. I spent the day with one of them yesterday with Mike during the day. So it was just fabulous. So overall, no complaints. She's like, I think we all remember our high school graduations to some degree, right? And the joy that, I'm sure our parents felt when that happened. So all good. Hey, Dwayne, good morning. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And, to all, I'm not sure if all of you guys have, to all you who do have kids and they're on the younger side, and at some point you're going to be going through this. So in some ways it was bittersweet. The sweetness is obviously just you're sitting there and watching your child just do so well. Mom, down for work. Mom, out. I think I'm missing some of that. I apologize, Wayne. Are you asking if my wife is out of town or if she was here for this? Youngest was not a fan. Youngest was not a fan? So I've had a long night. Oh, yeah, no worries. It's bittersweet in that, obviously the sweetness is that you watch your child in its success. To be able to walk down that, to make it through the 4 years, and look, we know it's a rite of passage. Almost everybody does. If you want to complete your studies, your high school career, you're going to make it. So there's that. The bitterness is obviously the little bit of bitterness is obviously now your child is moving on from being a child. They're an adult, and then the other part of this, which was in some ways disheartening. Hey, Ryan, good morning. Was my older daughter graduated 5 years ago, and because of COVID, never had the opportunity to go through this pomp and circumstance. And I think I don't know what that means for the generation. I know as a parent, in my own very, very, very small way, it was heartbreaking. It impacted me. I mean, it impacted me last night that 5 years ago, I did not get the fucking chance to go through that because of a pandemic. I'm not blaming any person. It's just the nature of how it worked out. She never went to, they had to cancel prom, never had prom. They had to cancel the graduation ceremonies. They did do, 5 years ago, they did do like a car tour. So all the kids in their cars would drive around through town. And it was at least glad to do that. And then you went up to, at a specific time, to the school to pick up your diploma. But there wasn't the crowds cheering you on. And frankly, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing when these things happen, when these kids are put on a pedestal. So anyway, Ryan, good evening. How are you, my friend? I got my GD and I didn't get to go through it. I didn't go to prom either. I don't think anything of it. Yeah. The difference was, Joe, and I'm sure, because I felt like, here's the thing. I went through my graduation ceremony, loved it. I didn't go to prom, didn't care. The difference was for my daughter, my older daughter, Zoe, was that she was planning on going, got her dress. She was going to go with friends. Didn't happen. You know, they got their gowns, everything like that. Couldn't use them. So that's the heartbreak. You know, we had choices. They didn't, you know, and that's what I'm getting at. Your choice was obviously to, you know, to step away and come back, or maybe it wasn't a choice. Maybe it was something else. But I had a choice not to go to prom. So anyway, I'm great. Finally fitted my wall-mounted bike racking for the garage, my hobby room. Oh, nice. There's nothing wrong. I love having like the ability to hang up a bike in the garage. Oh, God, that's great. Excuse me a second, guys. Now, all that being said, you know, last weekend was my my younger daughter's graduation. Prom. We took photos of that. She looked. You look at your little kid, and they're like, it's not a little kid anymore. You know, she's got her date. They're going out. You know, now of course, you know, and maybe this is like some of the fond memories I've had. You know, I remember with my after graduation parties, had a blast. All of that, just. You know, these are good times. So, you know, she's going to be having a couple fun few days. So much more space for activities. Oh yeah, getting the stuff off the ground. Absolutely. Congrats and yay for the festivities. Yeah, absolutely. So she's so it was great. And she was all smiles like throughout the whole event. And I asked her afterwards, I said, how was it? She goes, that was good. You know, she was really happy with it. She's, I'm glad it's done. So anyway, so, you know, to all you who have young children, and at some point you'll be going through this. And I know here in the United States, this is a very, you know, it's a shared experience across all Americans. And I'm hoping, I'm assuming in other lands that it's the same kind of thing, that these same festivities are held for when you get to that point. It's interesting. You graduate high school and now you're either going to the workforce, into the military, going on into some other part of your life, you know, college or whatever. It's also the time where you legally, at least here in the United States, become an adult. So it's such a major transitionary period. To see your child cross that threshold, it's awesome. Anyway, when it comes down time for you guys to go through this, embrace and love. Bittersweet. Again, you lose some of the you know, they're no longer that baby that you held in your arms, but they're the proud moments of your children and what their successes are. How to get it. My issue is if I wanted to graduate on time, I had to get it my good enough diploma. But you did get the diploma, Joe. You know, GED or not, doesn't matter. The point is you completed that part of your of what you needed to do. That's good. Anyway, so anyway, Rebecca, I'm just trimming out the little plastic pieces I glued in yesterday. I'm gonna CA one side, and then this side looks like it's pretty well filled. So we'll probably just stay the way it is. I cleaned the bench yesterday. Did you? Nice. Were you home, Dwayne? I love it. I could have done that. Decided not to. Nah. Cleaning the bench. There'll be time for that. There'll be time. There's never time for cleaning the bench. I'm deluding myself. It's a little good. Hello. There we go. Thank you. A little easier to manage this way, just a little. Let's see. About all the time I'll get down there until next week. Oh, really? That's a bummer. Do you have work-related stuff, family-related stuff, something else? That's a bummer. Almost there. I'll grind the rest of it. Sand it down. Kids, always kids. Yeah. Dwayne, how many kids you got? Do you mind me asking? You don't have to answer if you don't want. Always kids. You don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable. Kids. I'm gonna try to steal some time today, but it's not something I'm playing. Yeah. My I'm going into the office today. I did not take today off because I have to get some stuff done work-wise. Follow up on a couple things. I wish I didn't have to. I guess I could have taken a day off, but I didn't. 2 of them, 2, nearly 3, and 6. Oh wow, yeah, babies. That's awesome, Dwayne. So, I went to the dinner last night, got home. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was fucking hot. Yesterday was a really hot day. Got home last night and I put an air conditioner in one of the bedrooms, but kind of slept and I didn't sleep in our bedroom, and it was hot. Got up in the middle of the night, I'm like melting, and I rarely melt. Got up in the middle of the night. It's like, okay, I went to the bathroom, just doused myself in water, cold water, which helped immediately. Oof, brutal day yesterday. Went out to lunch with my good family friend Mike yesterday. Got some good Indian. Right before we kind of came back, I did the live stream and got ready for the graduation ceremonies. Central Air is amazing. I know. One day we'll do it. One day we'll do it. Like anything. It's all about the funds. Okay. That's what I got in here. Getting this little area cleaned up. Just may work, this may not. What's your Indian cuisine of choice? Generally, though yesterday we didn't have it because it was a buffet at the place that we normally go to. I love like a either a paneer or a no, mostly it's paneer, sometimes chicken, saag, the spinach dish. That's kind of my vibe. I've always loved that. You? Come stand here so that tells you all you need to know about the weather. Yeah. Really? Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Just like here, I guess your house comes with a furnace, right? Congratulations, Mr. Well, last night they went extremely well, Ken. Thank you. I just I read people earlier about it. Anyway, hey Ken, what's going on, brother? Good seeing you. Saag paneer is great. I love saag paneer. That's like my go-to. But I like korma, tikka masalas. I've been, every now and then, I kind of get like caught into a couple things. Yesterday we had a a vegetarian cabbage dish that was really good. Hey, Richie. Good morning. Awesome. It was a great day. I'll get the chicken tikka bunch. Samosa. Oh, samosas are a hit. Oh, yeah. Samosas and naan are kind of a standard thing as well for us. It's my second favorite F word. Yeah, right, Richie. Yeah, my younger daughter Mia will be attending Quinnipiac University in the fall, and we, you got to love a place, right? So when we were looking at different universities and colleges for her to go to, of course you're staying over for a little while. You're going to go out and do like the college thing, and you're going to go have dinner, or you're going to have lunch or whatever. And both in Pennsylvania and in is it called North? I guess it's North Haven at that point. It's like you search out good food, right? So in Pennsylvania, we found probably the best sushi restaurant I've ever been to. Fabulous place. And then in Quinnipiac, just south of the university, there's an Indian restaurant, and we went there just because we needed to grab something. It's like, yeah, let's do Indian, and it was a little hole in the wall, and it was fabulous. And I've been there 3 times now. Twice with family, once when I dropped her off for her day thing, and that kind of thing. And there's also a breakfast place a little further away that was unreal. The quality of the food and what they produce was just fabulous. Again, so it's really good when your kid's like someplace where there's at least some good food around, right? Nothing like going to a school where the food around there, like whenever you want to go out with your kid or whatever, it's like shit. Not the case. Even my older daughter, when she went to university in Dartmouth, Mass, it was the same thing. We found a Middle Eastern place that was awesome. That's like every now and then it's like, hey, so you want to take a trip down there? We'll go hit that place up, grab some good meals there. And there's also an amazing Thai restaurant down that way called Sibalai. Anyway, another good thing about kids going to university, you discover good food. Anyway, I think we're almost there. This might almost, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to, at some point, this is going to be see what happens when you get your thin cement down on this thing. Yeah, there's gonna be some filler here. Anyway, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna carve this side out, and then the other side I'm gonna hit with. Anyway, as Richie said, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody's got a nice low key kind of day and just gonna sail right into the weekend. I did do my OSG Unleashed thing yesterday at 3:00 in the afternoon. I had people popping in, but nobody commented. So it was kind of interesting. It's just basically me blithering for a while, but it was actually kind of refreshing. It was not really like ranting, which I kind of appreciated. It was kind of cool. And it was a good. I got a lot of stuff off my chest, which I was happy about because there's just so much going on. Only to find out in like, I'm not looking to make it a political conversation today, but this new spat that's going on. I mean, it's like, talk about just going from like bad to explosive in no time. Yeah. Again, I'm not looking to start a political conversation tonight, but boy, this thing between Musk and the president, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Waking up this morning to that, I'm like, what the fuck? The breakup, delicious. Oh yeah. I'm not saying I'm not amused by it. I'm also disheartened by it. Only because of, again, it just means we're ultimately who suffers during these things? It's the American people. Here we go. Okay, so we got this all cleaned up. We're now going to drop in a little bit of CA and go from there. A little bit of CA. Anybody got anything special planned for the day? Dwayne's going to be doing a little, going to be working. It sounds like he's going to be working from home. I'm sure Richie is at work and going to be getting out in a few scant hours. Ken's got a street corner to hit. No, I'm sorry. I keep calling it a street corner. It's not a street corner. It's an intersection. I apologize, Ken. All right. Oops, no. I'm still getting used to some of these changes. The way you set up the live stream on a phone versus setting it up here on the on a laptop is definitely different. It's gonna be interesting. Just drop some of this stuff in. This may require a little bit more than what CA is going to do. I'm going to, as they say, I'm going to flood the zone. See where it goes. I prefer differently employed. Oh, do you now? Yeah, we're quiet today. Hey, I don't blame people. That's why I'm here. To entertain, to amuse. Do I amuse you? Do I entertain? Do I make you laugh? This might be, actually hit this entire area. Just pair. I'm going to release the alarm. Oh yeah, I tell you, it is funny as fuck. Sam chat always drops people. SM always drops people. What the hell? Autocorrect. Yeah, my stream chat always drops people. Yeah, it drops people. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen people get dropped from my stream. I mean, I have seen just like comments suddenly stop, which I've never understood. Before we hit this area up, let's get some of this stuff removed. There we go. All right, now hit that area with a little bit of thin. You answered a question now that I don't see. Yeah, I tried. This is why I think part of the reason. Look, I think we'd like to think that all these technologies are perfected. Not even close. Not even close. You know, you're applying basically software through another piece of software across how many different versions of hardware are out there, from phones to laptops to tablets to PCs to God, whatever other medium you can watch YouTube on. You know, so to make all that stuff work consistently, never mind the number of, you know, different age permutations of these devices. Yeah. Okay, let's get this side real quickly. This side's going to be a little bit lighter. There we go. All right. There we are. Black CA. Black CA. This side here, less important. This side here definitely needed to have quite a bit of gap filling going on. So set that there. Sure. Use my little. There we are. Gotta tell you, I like these tools. I'm still looking at different tools on AliExpress. My car dashboard? Is that what it looks like? I keep looking at tools that are on AliExpress just to see where things are going to go. You know, still a lot of stuff that I've had on my list now for a while that's not available. I guess since I got the CA out now, I start looking to see if there is anything else I can kind of hit and patch. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to patch? Nothing that's coming to mind. All right, so let's get there. Let's get to the. Oops, I got to clean up here. The arms. In fact, we'll do one arm at a time. Part of my cleanup was to arrange my pegboard from shit storage to retrievable and within eye line. Oh, and how did it come out? Everything kind of come out pretty good there, Dwayne. That all kind of figure itself out. Okay, there we go. I cut that. I removed all of that sort of pegging around there. I did mark it with an L to indicate that this is the left arm. Because I think what we're going to do is on this one here, the left arm is going to support the sign. Better. Anything is better than it was. Yeah. I'm hoping someday to be able to kind of, I guess it's determine one thing I got to do is determine what stuff I'm not using here anymore, not consistently, and find it a different home. I've got a lot of supplies on behind this. There's another sort of like stack of carts. That's where I have spare parts, aftermarket parts, certain cutting tools that I don't use a lot. I was 5 minutes in the past. Oh, geez. What was the question then, Joe? All right, so we got that. Let's get the hand. Let's talk to the hand. Oh, that's what I didn't cut yesterday. The hand. Yeah, this I got to still grind away a little bit on. Now, this hobby can take up a lot of space. I mean, it's not like woodworking, I guess. I have a client who has, it's his hobby. He loves making furniture. Excuse me, I apologize. I have he's I guess a finance guy, does very well for himself, but he loves his woodworking shop. And man, the stuff he had down there. I remember walking in, it's the basement's about the size of my basement here. Not that that means much to you, but it's a good sized basement. And he had equipment, vacuum extractors, all of it. I'm like, man. He's like, yeah, I wish I had more time to use it. I had a reload, but did I send you the picture of my Zaku mount on the car? I don't think I saw that, Joe. No, I have not seen that. I've seen the license plate. M. Savage was on my playlist to Wonderfest. Great advice. That book of his. I should probably pick that up one of these days and read it. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea, now would it? Okay. Almost there. In theory, I could just glue the hand right in place, too. Now that I know what the ultimate position is going to be for it. So Wonderfest is great. So Dwayne, question: did your brother have a good time too? Audiobook, yeah, he reads it, so it's basically a podcast. Yeah, I'll definitely when the time comes, it'll be an audiobook. As I've said many a time, I'm so fortunate that I'm fortunate that audiobooks have become such a thing. I would definitely be a lot less read if that were the case. If that were not the case, excuse me. Yep, almost there. In fact, it might be time to start on another book. Victory Gundam has wrapped up with Tom and Nina, the Gundam podcast, which means that I'm going to take a little break from that. I've got a couple more episodes of theirs. I think 5 episodes of those to watch or listen to. And then I'll probably be doing an audiobook at that point. The question is whether I think I might have to do some fiction. A lot of the stuff I've been doing recently has been very much nonfiction based, but I think I need to step away from some of that. And there's some classics I still want to get through at some point too. A lot of classics. Just a little tight. I guess I could bore out the hole too, but yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do that a little bit just because it's a little uneven there. There we go. I guess he did. He does Ghostbusters cosplay, and he presented his. Oh, really? Did he custom make a backpack? What do they call those things? One of the atomic power packs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it's going to be something like that. Is what we're going to do. Sorry, guys. Proton pack. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Well, that looks good. It does look good. So let's see if there's anything else I'm missing here. I could, if I really wanted to. I might do it. The entire back area there. Maybe I'll put a piece of styrene in the back just to fill that in a little bit. Let's see. Let us see. Let's grab a piece of, if ever, temporary pieces of styrene. Big Ghostbusters fan here. Nice. Yeah, it's a Spirit Halloween pack with about $500 of after. Oh, wow. Really? So it's literally a kit bash. I love it. From Tobin Spirit Guide. You love the lore from it? Yeah, I don't know much about it. Cool. Was that from the Tobin Spirit Guide book that they talk about in the series itself? Look, I'm not as caught up on Ghostbusters, except maybe the original film. I also made a GB short film called "Don't Make Me Laugh," so we handed out cards for. Really? Wow. Hot damn. Okay, let's see what happens when we slip in. I think that's almost the right thickness. Sorry, guys. I apologize. This is just remnants of what I had. And it's more fucking annoying than anything else. Let's get some of that cleaned up too. That might be a place I might gonna. I think I got some CA still left here that might be able to be used. Just gonna trim a little bit right there. Is from the movie, and someone made a full 700-page prop. Like 700 pages written? Really? Wow. I want to explain the ghost a bit. Wow, it's an actual book. Goes a bit from man was a childhood nightmare. I just saw it before we left, and it's amazing. Really? God damn. It's cool when the lore becomes something like that, right? When somebody or somebody's decide, and I'm assuming this was done by a fan, maybe not, actually takes the time to write something like that up. Turns any page, it's insane. Wow, that's so cool. Gotta love that. You got to love that kind of an enthusiasm. Okay, what do we got here? We've got 9mm. Okay. It's funny. I could use regular styrene, but nah. Actually, just kind of excited just to use bread tabs. Like the movie uses real MIT theories and devices that have practical applications as ghost-busting tools, like thermonuclear backpacks. Red tabs make up the Zaku 3 legs. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I mean, for little scrappy bits, I mean, these things are great. I mean, I could easily have gone to just get the right size strip, thickness and everything like that. Just pull it out of here. But I decided, you know what? Nah, I think I want to do it this way. Change stuff up a little bit. Change stuff up. There we go. Take that off. Oh. It's a little bit of the sticker that was glued on there. Scrape that off. I'm going to glue this piece in, then we'll probably call it a session today, guys. And then we'll be back on tomorrow morning. Excuse me. I will say once again, it is kind of weird that when I started doing this thing on my laptop, it's like suddenly the number of people who are tuning in has just plummeted. You know, usually by the end of a session, I'd have at least 100 or 200 people just kind of popping in. Now, I'm sure, given how many of those actually stayed, you know, and looking at the amount of time people actually stayed on the show was pretty low. So it's like pop in, pop out, bots, whatever. But it is fascinating to see the differences. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining any stretch of the imagination. Again, I'm not looking to do this to grow an audience or anything like that. Not my interest. There we are. I have a theory that the vertical format allowed people to swipe into the live. Oh, you think so? Oh, interesting. Gonna send you a joke I found about decals versus stickers. Okay. Is it an inappropriate joke? Yeah, I guess that could kind of make sense. Maybe one day again, I'll try to see if, if going to the vertical format works. And if it does, I'm not saying I'm going to go back to it. I don't know. Honestly, to me, this isn't, and I know, there's, oh, you should get a better camera and you should do this and you should get multiple setups. And it's like, this is not my deal. I like my shtick. I'm going to stick with my shtick, but, it's, let's cut this and then we'll cut it afterward. I'm not looking to become some, big time YouTuber. I don't care. This is all about just hanging out, having fun. Yeah, there are going to be some days when you get a lot of people, and there are going to be some days when you get very few or none. Had that happen. That's okay. Drusha just says, Faye, exactly. I don't do shit. But what about the clout, Jordan? Yeah, what about the clout? Yeah, the legitimacy of what I do. Yeah, I don't care. The clout, the fame, the riches. Yeah, I don't care. As long as I'm having fun, I'm doing okay. And as long as, we're all kind of just having fun, just chatting, and it's not harmful or anything like that, life is good. There we go. Hey, Tom, good morning. What's going on, brother? Happy Friday to you. Pop that there. Okay. Sand this down a little bit. Measure 9 mil. Drop it in. Going home. Yeah, just getting off of work, man. Man, these overnighters got to be killing you, brother. I'm assuming you're not taking Emma to school then, if that's the case. Yeah, that's a good thickness. That'll be really good. Let's see what happens when it gets dropped in. Put some of these tools away. It's some primitive way. This is the nowadays campfire. Yeah, some do. What is up, my guy? Dude, what's going on? Welcome. I think because I haven't used it in a couple of weeks, I feel like I got to justify using it, justify its expense. Got the RP Tools piece. For 2 hours, then home to work today. Hold it. You go into the office for 2 hours and then go home to work? Okay. Seems a little ass backwards to me, but okay, what do I know? Just seen Last House on the Left. Whoa, that was intense. Oh, from the 70s. I don't know if I've ever seen that film, though I do know its reputation. So I'm assuming by intense, you enjoyed it. Use real pig guts. Different times. Yes, animals were used in the production of this film. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just going to clean out the edges a little bit, and then we're going to drop this in. All I need is just something just a little bit to just to fill in some of that blank space. It was a doozy. Yeah, solid 70s films are super raw. Yeah. There's something to be said about the innovations of the time, right? Before we went all computer based. Look, I'm not one of those people who hates the use of computers in filmmaking. Not at all. But it's all I've always been fascinated by some of the special effects or how certain techniques were filmed when it's like there wasn't a path before, right? Like I've got a vision of what I want to see. How do I execute that? Now it's easy, right? Back then it was like you had to actually put together like a thinking hat. They need to focus on PG-13 is so much worse. Really? How do you make a film like that? PG-13. Crazy. In a bigger camera lens, this widescreen version without a view of your workspace sucks. See, you can't appease everyone. You can't please everyone. Just mean in general for the film industry. Oh yeah. Well, PG-13 gets you the dough. Can't be PG unless it's a kids movie. Then you can't do G anymore. And Hollywood. So the 74 Texas Chainsaw film recently too. They did a lot without any special effects. Yeah, that I've never seen. I've never been much of a horror fan. It's not my genre per se, but I do, like I said, respect what that was trying to be done back in the day. Okay, let's see if I can cement this thing in the time I got. 7:05. Yeah, we're doing good. Before we do that, let's put the tools away. That was last night. NC-17. Do I really cross into that? It's definitely R. I'm not sure if it goes to NC-17. John Waters films are great. Oh, I love John. Yeah, John Waters films are great. In fact, I might need to kind of get back to some of that soon. My server's kind of coming back up. All right. Give me a second, my friends. Yeah, there'll be a little. I'm going to leave a little overhang here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of gap filling afterward. And I might even round down some of this edging here just to give it a less square look. But so far, this is good. Yeah, just not a big fan of seeing gaps. So there we go. Just, there you go. Just a little piece of plow right inside there just to fill that void. Rated X. Yeah, nah. R is actually a lower rate. R is actually a rating below NC-17. Yes. NC-17. No one under 17. R under 17 with parent or guardian. Turn your laptop sideways so the widescreen would be showing the correct stuff. John Waters' appearances in The Simpsons always crack me up. Great episode. Never. Yeah, I got to tell you, for a guy who's never watched a lot of The Simpsons, maybe a handful of episodes, maybe. Not that I don't like it, just never got into it. Filmed most of his stuff in his mom and dad's backyard. Are you talking about John Waters? Oh, he was definitely like he was another one of those visionaries. Did everything on an extreme low budget, and then how much coin is he making off his musicals? Man, all right, really happy with this. This is good. Like I said, clean it up later and just kind of round those edges a little bit, just to give it a more organic look, and it'll be good. Yeah, John Waters. Yeah. I don't know about seeing George stripping down to an X rating. X doesn't exist anymore. X is now NC-17. Let's see. Yeah, John Waters, unless Gio gets a late night Saturday stream. Yeah, no. Saturday after dark? No, we're not doing that. Thank you for playing the game, but no. All right. So with that, my friends. Put away the tools. After dark, yeah. Texas Chainsaw looked like budget was $35. Yeah, but what they could do with that $35 was great. It's like watching the original Robert Rodriguez film El Mariachi, which I think he filmed. The filming of that film was like $6,000. You know, that's unbelievable. But it does go to show, if you are a talented and capable filmmaker, you can make very high quality films at a very reasonable price and with no technology. Mine was fearlessly unafraid of being themselves. I know. And sometimes what you need is that collaboration. You need to find the team that not only looks at the project as hey, I'm going to make a film and I'm going to hire a bunch of people, but people who are passionate about it. In the same way, like I like use John Cassavetes a lot. I think the people who surrounded Cassavetes were like those, just like I'm sure with John Waters, the people who like, I want to work on this film because I know your vision and my vision's not dissimilar. So I'm fearlessly unafraid is redundant. Is it a redundant? I don't know. I think it might be correct. I think your comment might be a little labile. I gotta look up what labile means now. Do you remember the show Tales from the... Oh yeah, I do. -2 for grammar. Oh, I know. I totally botched it, dude. I get it. And so did you, but that's okay. You know what? We'll subtract a few points, but no big deal. It was my favorite show for a while. Yeah, I remember watching some of those episodes way back in the day when it first came out. All right, my friends, it is time for me to roll. Cassavetes, the bad guy from The Wraith. Was he in The Wraith? Cassavetes, I mean, he's been gone for a while now. I mean, like the early 1980s. But later, Tom. Have a good one. Later, Space Noise. Bye, Joe. Cassavetes, he did Rosemary's Baby. He acted in that. The Wrath was awesome. The Wraith was awesome. Was he in it? Now I got to find out. I love watching Cassavetes, but I love him as a filmmaker, director. Anyway, with that, guys, later, some dude. Have a good one. All right. Stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on. Richie Cunningham, brother, was in The Wraith. Really? Small world. I find out who Richie Cunningham's dad was. Anyway, conversation for tomorrow. I got to get rolling here. Guys, go do good out there. Enjoy the day as much as you possibly can, but more importantly, make it a good one for somebody. Do good by yourself. Do good by others. Brighten the world. It's a crazy world. It's not a shitty world. It's a crazy world. It's an insane world. It's up to us to make it better because the people in charge right now are just blowing shit up, blowing it up, and trying to make people's lives miserable. So let's see what we can do to uplift as much as possible. Anyway, guys, go do good. Oh, Tom Bosley. All right, Ken, tomorrow we're going to have to talk about this. Guys, go out there, do good, enjoy the day. Love you all, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.